All right, so this video isn't even specific to Dodge Charger and Challenger owners. No Mopar, not Dodge at all. Stop leaving stuff in your car if you're going to be away from your car for an extended period of time. If it's valuable, take it out of your car, take it with you, put it in the house, put it in somewhere other than your car. Because if you're driving a nice car, you're literally inviting people to see what's in your car, especially if they don't want to steal it. Maybe they just want to peek around and see what you got. Stop leaving expensive stuff in your car. My homeboy hit me in the DM last night, lives in Columbia, South Carolina, drives a 2008 Dodge Charger SRT8, sitting on rims, obviously. Light tint on his car so you can see on the inside of it. He's a photographer slash videographer. This man's got a DJI Mavic 3 sitting on the front seat of his car, and he's got his photography equipment in the back seat. You already know where I'm going with this. They broke the window, stole the drone, stole the photography equipment, and then they also went into his glove compartment that was not locked. And guess what they found? Yep, you guessed it, Glock 19. They basically got away with almost $10,000 worth of merchandise. And you know what he gets? A broken window. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video for you guys. As you can tell, I'm in a car. That makes this a car blog. You already know how it's going down when I come around. Let's get into it, man. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel, man. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you are in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out, right? So let's talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put you up on game. Stop leaving stuff in your car. I know that goes without saying. I know that's probably overstated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look at that as common sense. Well, it's not always common sense. Let me give you an example. My homeboy who lives down in Columbia, South Carolina, drives a 2008 Dodge Charger SRT8. You already know the specs on it. 30 horsepower, 430, 435, 440, something like that. I can't remember, but it's a Dodge Charger. So it's bad enough that it's a Charger, but it's even worse that it's an SRT now. He's got light tint on his car, so you can pretty much see on the inside of his car. He's afraid to go too dark, which I understand. He's a photographer slash videographer during the day or at night, and you know, he's got a regular job or whatever during the day. He comes from a photo shoot earlier that day. And mind you, this is on a Wednesday? Yesterday was Wednesday. The day that you see this video, maybe it's something else, but the day that this all took place was on a Wednesday. He's got his DJI Mavic 3 drone, right? And he's got his camera equipment and videography and photography equipment as well. The DJI Mavic 3, if you know anything about it, the Mavic Pro 3, excuse me, is a $2,100 drone, right? $2,100 drone. All of his equipment and stuff like that. He's got a Sony a7S III. I'm a camera nerd, so that means a lot to me. $3,500 camera right there. And he's got a bunch of lenses and all that stuff. I don't know what possessed him to do this, but he decides that after the photo shoot, before he goes home, he's going to run by the mall real quick. Okay. My man's got all of his equipment literally just sitting on the seats, man. He said that he had his DJI drone in the floor well because he was trying to quote unquote hide it. Had it in the floor well, didn't think to put any of this shit in the trunk of his car, had it in the floor well, then he had his photography equipment and a backpack in the back seat. Now he had it in the back seat and apparently he thought that nobody would think that it was valuable. Well, somebody did. He goes in the mall, Columbiana Mall, which is in Columbia. He goes in the mall, parks his 2008 SRT8 Charger, goes in the mall. It's pretty much nighttime at this point. Well, it's getting dark from what he told me. Goes in the mall, long story short, somebody broke into his car. Broke his window, stole all of his equipment. The Mavic drone, $2,300 gone. All of his Sony a7S III equipment, lenses, all that stuff gone. That's $5,000, $6,000 worth of equipment right there. And then the drone on top of it, little less than about $10,000. And then because they found such great, you know, devices and stuff, they decided to go in his glove compartment. And guess what was in his glove compartment? When I say he was lacking this day, I mean he was lacking to the max. His Glock 19. And they stole that too. Glock 19 gone. DJI Mavic Pro 3 gone. Sony a7S III gone. All of his lenses gone. Filters, all that stuff gone. Got some weird activity going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Got to protect myself from lacking. But everything's gone. Mavic gone. Photography equipment gone. Glock 19 gone. Comes out. sees the broken window. Apparently what they did was they broke the, he said they broke the passenger window and literally just hopped in on the inside of it and just started stealing shit. I mean, piece by piece, one by one, just started taking whatever they can get their hands on. You know, I know this goes without saying, and I know this is probably stupid and, you know, something that everybody should know, but I'm seeing this a lot where cars don't even get stolen. They just get broken into because of how they look, right? And I'm saying that to say some cars are just attract the bad, you know, bad attention. And our cars are one of them. Chargers, Challengers, Hellcat, Scat Packs, RTs, SXTs, Durangos, Trackhawks, all of that shit. They all attract bad attention. Let's just keep it real. In his case, he was lacking to the max. Me personally, I honestly wouldn't have my equipment in the car while my car was sitting like that. I mean, you've got $10,000 worth of camera and photography equipment just sitting there, and you're in the mall, you know, perusing around and browsing, you know, looking for some after the holiday items. And it messed up. It didn't work for him. It was a real bad situation for him, is what I'm saying. And that's not the first person that I've heard that happen to. I mean, like I said, one of my homeboys who drives a Daytona in Charlotte, his shit got broken into 2 weeks ago, about a week before Christmas, 2 weeks ago. And, oh, I know them. And, you know, they broke into his car, broke the back window, and he had nothing in his car, which is sad because basically now he's just got to go and get a whole window replaced. And they didn't get away with anything. Fortunately, they didn't, because he was smart enough to know that you don't need to be having stuff sitting in your car while your car is parked outside. Now, he lives in an apartment. So, you know, with him, his thing was he just wanted to make sure that nobody ever broke into his shit, which is why he kept all of the stuff out of his car. Whenever he went into the house or whatever the case may be, he would take shit out of his car. But don't leave anything in your car. And he was smart enough to know that when he lives in an apartment, not to leave something in his car. So they basically broke his window for the sake of broken his window because they found nothing. When I leave my car every single night, I'm not lying to you, I take everything out. The only thing that I leave in my car is my damn water jug. And the reason that I leave it in the car is so that it gets cold, so that in the morning I'll have some cold water to drink. But aside from that, when you look at my car, it looks brand new because there's nothing in it. I have nothing that I keep in my car. I keep my CarLock box in my passenger cubby hole or whatever the case may be. Shout out to CarLock. I keep CarLock box. I keep an extra water. I keep an extra mask. I don't know why I have the mask because nobody's wearing them anymore. And I keep a brush and some hand sanitizer. And then I keep some more water in the back seat of my car. And that's literally it. Like, that is literally it. That's my inside the car stuff that stays here. But everything else gets taken out every single night. You know what I'm saying? And I live in a gated security community, all that stuff. But either way, I don't play. Even when I'm out and about at a restaurant or something, I don't leave expensive stuff in my car. Like when I go and film my videos and I've got all my camera equipment, I'm with my car wherever it goes. And then it's one of those things where I will wait till, you know, I get home and drop my shit off before I go out to another spot. Like, I would never have all my camera equipment just sitting in the car while I'm at the mall or while I'm at the movies or out to dinner or something like that. Like, I drop all of that shit off because God forbid somebody did break into my car. All they're going to get away with is a bunch of glass that they broke from my window and a CarLock box if they want to steal that, which makes no sense to do that. Or a bottle of water, you know what I'm saying? A jug of water, if that's what they want to do as well. Maybe they're desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. But ultimately, the purpose of this video, man, just a real quick one here, kind of a stupid video to make, but I mean, this is probably this is the 5th Charger or Scat Pack or Challenger, muscle car, Mopar, whatever the case may be, that has been broken into in the last 3 weeks. And with this particular break-in, it was just that. They just broke in to steal some shit and then rolled out. They didn't actually try to steal the car. They just stole whatever was in the car. Now, if you have expensive stuff in the car, guys, that's what a trunk is for. You know, lock your glove compartment box. Every time I walk away from my car, I lock my glove compartment. Always lock your glove compartment. You know, that goes without saying. Lock every single damn thing that you have in your car up, especially when you drive a Mopar. Right? And if you have something expensive in your car, throw that shit in the trunk. Throw it in the trunk. Make it hard on them at least. Nobody can see inside of your trunk. right? So if in his case, with the light tint that he had on the car, if they're walking around and they're looking at SRTs and they see an SRT Charger and they look in the window and they see that there's nothing in there, 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to bother it. Or they may, at the worst, break the window and get a better look, but they're not getting away with anything. But in his case, all of his camera equipment, drone, lenses, gun, and the worst part about it was the gun. The fact that he left his pistol in the glove compartment box, had the glove compartment unlocked. He wasn't even carrying the shit on him. Like in South Carolina. South Carolina is a open carry / concealed carry state. Every time I'm in South Carolina, I'm carrying. You know? He wasn't even carrying. Like, I don't know what my man was thinking that day, but he was lacking to the max. All of his camera equipment gone, gun gone, broken window. So if anything, he's going to be paying a lot to get all his stuff back if he doesn't have insurance on that stuff. It's a crazy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy situation. And I'll be honest with you guys, like I feel for him. But, you know, once again, like I said, this is the 5th Charger that's been broken into for the last, in the last 2 weeks. This particular situation didn't take place in Charlotte. It took place in South Carolina. So maybe a different situation. But either way, stop leaving stuff on the inside of your car. If you're parking your car outside for an extended period of time, make sure that your interior is completely empty. Or at least to the point that, I mean, they can't see stuff. They can't just look in your car and see what you got going on. Now, if you got dark tint or something like that, then you may be able to hide it better than average. But even still, if they break into your car with dark tint, I mean, it's you know, it's theirs at that point. You know what I'm saying? So just keep an eye on your stuff. Take all the measures and precautions you can to keep your stuff safe. Don't leave stuff sitting on the seats. Don't leave anything inside of the actual cabin of the car. Now, if you want to put it in the back seat of the trunk, that's fine. Well, the trunk, not the back seat, the trunk, that's fine. But even then, be careful when you're doing that because people are watching. Somebody could be watching you putting stuff in your trunk and, you know, they're like, okay, so he just put a big black, you know, duffel bag or a book bag or something or a purse back there or some Best Buy bags. He's probably got something. So let's find out what's going on in there. Now, I don't know how you can break into somebody's trunk, but I'm sure it's possible. But with all that being said, guys, it's your boy Knockout 360. Real quick video. Like, I ain't talking about nothing serious here, nothing important, but, you know, nothing groundbreaking in a sense that you've never heard somebody talk about it. But seriously, just don't leave things in your car overnight or for an extended period of time because you're going to lose more than just, you know, a broken window. Whatever's in your car is pretty much whoever wants it the most, right? Real quick video, guys. It's your boy Knockout 360, man. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.